A very good morning, students. I am Manpreet Kaur, your SST teacher. As you all know that every Saturday you receive one revision video from our side. So today we are going to revise day 6 to day 10 of History, Unit 2. As you all know that in the previous chapter we learnt about that how the buildings from the past influence the way buildings looks today, and how the way people lived in the past also influences the way that we live today. Therefore, knowing about their lives can help us understand why things are a certain way today. Over the next two chapters, we will learn about the lives of people and society in the medieval India that we have already covered in the last class. So, today we will learn about the four types of towns in the medieval India. So, let's start the class. Now we are going to learn about the administrative centers and small towns. As you can see in your practice question number 7.2 that is given below, what are the important features of the administrative centers? Let's have a look. It had a perennial river, therefore it was a city with a good water supply. Okay, these are the administrative features or administrative centers and its important features. The capital of the kingdom where the king lived, it is obvious that administration can be done by the king only, so it will be the center also where the king lived. It had well connected to another towns, the places where the army lived. It's obvious if the king is residing there, the army will also be there. And the busy markets and cultural centers. Now another point that includes is structures. What are the structures included here? Here temples, mandaps, barracks for the army, wells and tanks. All these are found where the administrative centers are there. Next come to the small towns. Now what are the important features of the small town? It usually had a central mandapika or marketplace. It had market streets called hatta. You might be have heard today also that Ambersar the Hatti. Okay, so similarly it is hatta. At that time it was known as hatta, and today we used to call it hatta or hatti. Home to different kinds of artisans and traders. Samantha lived here and lived Texas. And the structures that were found in these towns were fortified palaces of Samanthas. It has people's house. It means local people used to live in the small towns. Now let us look about the formation of temple towns and commercial towns. What are commercial towns? The administrative centers will be known as the commercial towns, and the temple towns can be called as the small towns. So, as the name suggests, these were towns that developed around the temples. They were very important to the economy and society in any kingdom. The development of temple towns shows us an interesting pattern of how cities developed over time. But how does the development of temple towns show us cities developed? So let's find it. Now let us look at the different stages of the development that happened. At each stage, you will work in pairs to come up with the region for each occurrence and fill the graphic organizer in given that is on the page number SV12. So now let us look at why the kings used to build these temples. The kings built temples because they were a symbol of power and it made the subject very happy. And the another reasons why these temples were built are they gave temples grant of land and money. They to show their devotion and deities and gains the favor of their subjects, to carry out rituals, feed pilgrimage and priests and celebrate festival. It's obvious that if there is today any a festival we have to celebrate, we used to go to gurdwara, temples and all the other religious places. Another reason that why the kings used to build these temples was to increase or multiply their wealth, as charity, to perform rituals or for their benefit and to cater to the needs of the pilgrimage. Now let us look at some of the famous temple towns in India during the medieval period. In the map you can see that location has been given to you of the temples. Let us look at. So here in Gujarat we can find the Somnath temple. In the Madhya Pradesh there is Vidisha, and in Tamil Nadu there is Thanjavur. In Andhra Pradesh it is again Tirupati, and in Kachipuram in Tamil Nadu. These are some of the temple towns that were in the time of the medieval period. Now, what are pilgrimage centers? Now, similarly, pilgrimage centers also developed and in some cases even became the capitals of some kings. Let us look at some of the examples. Now, what are pilgrimage centers? Ajmer in Rajasthan was the capital of the Chauhan kings in the 12th century and later became the Suba headquarter under the Mughals. Now, this is an example of a pilgrimage center turning into a township. So, we have already discussed about the pilgrimage centers and small town administrative center. Now let us look about the commercial towns. Now what does the word commercial mean? Anybody can tell? Yes, commercial towns means, or we can say that commercial is connected to the buying and selling of goods and services. So commercial towns were places of trade, as you can see in the picture. Yes, the trade attracted artisans, craftsmen, and traders from different places. Some towns became centers of production for crafts and like Banaras for textile. Now we will discuss about the rise and fall of the medieval cities. So we have already covered that there are four different types of towns, that is temple towns, administrative centers, small towns where the people used to live, and at last is the commercial towns. Now how these towns and cities developed? Do they always prosper? What do you mean by this? That always they used to have the enough money and wealth so that they could function properly? So now let us discuss all these aspects in few cities of the medieval towns. For example, now we are going to discuss about the Hampi, that is in Karnataka, and we will discuss about the Surat, that is in Gujarat. Now, Hampi was a city that emerged in 1336 century. It is the capital of Vijayanagar Empire. It was a fortified city. A royal complex with grand arches was there. So, the rise of Hampi includes these points. It was the capital of Vijayanagar Empire. It was the power of seat of power, and it was a center of commerce and trade for the different foreigners. Now, fall of Hampi. Now, Hampi declined when the Vijayanagar Empire was defeated by Deccan Sultans. Hampi was no longer a center of administration, trade. All of you, they can be asked a 2 marks question to you, or 3 marks question can be asked to you about the rise of Hampi and the factors of decline of Hampi, or we can say fall of Hampi. Now let us discuss about the Surat, that is in Gujarat. So Surat was emerged in 1400 century. It was a commercial town. It was also located in the port, or we can say it was also known as the port town of Surat. Different foreigners, that is English, Dutch, Portuguese, used to come at the port of Surat and have a trade at there. Rest houses were built for travelers in the Surat, because as you know that English, Dutch and Portuguese are coming, so it is obvious that they will stay at some place, so rest houses were built for them. Then it was also a gateway to Makkah, and with the fall of Mughal Empire, the productivity of the Surat was also declined. So let us discuss about the factors of the rise of Surat. It was the important city and a port of trade, filled with markets, factories, parks, and magnificent buildings, attracted many travelers and traders. Now we will discuss about the fall of Surat. It includes the point that due to fall of the Mughal Empire, we have already discussed about the Mughal Empire, and with the fall of Mughal Empire, so the Surat was also losing its dignity, or we can say importance. Now Portuguese control over sea routes, then competition from the East India Company in Bombay. At last, we are going to discuss about the third city of the medieval period, that is Mosalipatam. It is a very famous city. You might have heard this name before also. So Mosalipatam, it is a town that is located in Andhra Pradesh. Literally, the Mosalipatam means a fish port town. So, what are the reasons behind Mosalipatam becoming an important town? This question is very important, students. Mark it. It might come in your midterm exams, or we can I will be giving this in worksheet also. So Mosalipatam became an important town because of its location along the Andhra coast and its trade activities with the Dutch and East India Company. Now, who were the different groups of people that wanted control over the town? The Dutch, the East English Company, and the rulers of Golconda were the different groups of people that wanted control of the town. You have to remember the three words English, Dutch, and Portuguese, and all will come at the place that these all were the group that wanted to control over the ports of India. Now, what were the reasons for its decline? Now, the Mughal Emperor Aurangzeb annexed Golconda. This caused the European companies to look for the alternatives. The company traders moved to Bombay, Calcutta, and Madras. So, Mosalipatam lost both its merchants and prosperity and declined in the course of the 18th century. So students, we have discussed about the three cities of the Mosalipatam. One more question can be asked to you, that list a few important cities of the medieval period. So you can answer it: Hampi, Surat, and Mosalipatam. So try to match this chart, that these are the places that we have discussed and these are the reasons why they were famous. So I'm giving you 1 minute. You can pause the video and do this activity, and then you can check your answer. So Hampi was famous because it was capital of the empire. Which empire? Vijayanagar Empire. And Surat and Mosalipatam were famous because they were the important places of trade due to sea connectivity, or by we can say road. Okay student, this was all for today revision class. I hope that you understand the concept. So you will receive one revision video also. Try to see this video very carefully and then answer those questions. You know that only 2 questions are there, so just see the video and try to answer. Thank you and have a nice day.